Hey guys, today I'm going to show you very quickly how to use Bubbleless. It's a very easy resource to use in order to make bubble maps. So on your agenda you'll see that we're going to be comparing the movie First Knight to the Day of Destiny section that we read out of the textbook, and it asks you to create a double bubble map using Bubbleless. So if you click on Bubbleless on the link that I've given you there, it's going to open up in a new window. Now, Bubbleless does not require you to create an account. Let me say that again. You are not required to create an account. You can simply click right here on Start Brainstorming and go with it. However, if you don't finish in the allotted time, then you cannot save your work unless you have created an account. So, that being said, my suggestion would be for you to create an account. It only takes a little bit of information. You can click right here on sign up, and of course we want the free account. That only gives you 3 mind maps, but you don't need any more than that. So you'll sign up there. Once you click on that button, you'll just create your own username. I suggest using the same one that you do for school, and I've already created my account, so it may not let me do another one. And I would use the same password that you use for school too, so you don't forget, because I won't have access to this to tell you what it is later. And then you just hit create account. I've already made one, so it's not going to let me do it. Once you create the account, let me try something different. Once you create the account, let me just log in. You can start creating your bubbles. So let me go back here, and I'm going to sign in now. Finally. So as you can see, it's very important to remember what your username is. So it's going to ask you about Adobe Flash Player settings. You always need to allow this on Bubbleless. It's not going to hurt anything, so don't worry about it messing anything up. Just hit allow, and it's going to give you the option to start brainstorming. It gives you, this is called a parent bubble. So it gives you a parent bubble here, and you're going to compare First Knight to Le Morte d'Arthur. Now, in order to create another one of these bubbles, the big bubbles in the middle, you either hit the tab bubble or click right here where it says new bubble. And see, it gives me another yellow bubble. Now, you can change the color of these if you don't like it. That's totally your preference, your choice. Just make sure that your colors make sense. Now, hopefully you know that to create a double bubble map, you have to have bubbles with information coming off of your big parent bubbles. So it's very important that when you need to create new bubbles, you go back to the parent bubble that you want it to come from. So notice I'm clicking back here to create my parent bubble. To get full credit for this assignment, and you can simply click on that and drag it around. And to get full credit for this assignment, you have to have at least 5 characteristics of each. So as you can see, I'm going to put 5 details from what we read. And then I'm going to come over here and do the same thing and put 5 details from what we watched. And notice I can, again, just drag it around if you don't like where it's located. Okay, so 5 details for the movie, 5 details for what we read, and then of course a double bubble map, you have to have similarities. So each of these are going to be differences, and now I need to create my similarity bubbles. Let me move this one out of the way. Alright, so I'm going to come right to this one, and in order to connect it to both sides, I want to create another one of these bubbles. I'm just going to drag it right here to the middle, and I need to connect it to this one as well. So when I just hover, I did not click. Let me show you that again. I just hovered over it. You're going to get this little menu. Now this is the menu that allows you to change the color or the text or the size, and it also allows you to connect the bubbles. That's what we're going to do now. So notice it says click and drag to draw a line to another bubble. So you have to click on this, hold it down, and you'll see the blue line come up, and you want to drag it until it connects to the other bubble. Okay, now I have my similarities in the middle, and I just simply do that again. I do that 5 times in order to get full credit. So 5 similarities and then 5 differences for each. It's very simple, and again, if you would like to color code it, that's totally up to you. You don't have to. I don't really care as long as you have the similarities and the differences that I'm asking you for. Let me get my last ones here. And I just made that smaller by zooming out. I can zoom right back in to make it bigger for you again. And let me get my last one. Okay, so now you can see very easily that I have my similarities right here in the middle, and I might want to change the color of this. So let's make the similarities red, or I guess that's burgundy. Let's make them all the same color just for continuity's sake. Right down here. And again, to get that menu, I'm just hovering over it. I'm not clicking on it. When you click on it, it wants you to type. So if you just want to change something about it, just hover over it. Alright, so you would put your details from the movie, your details from the book, and then your details that they both share in your bubbles. And once, if you don't finish in a allotted time period, you've made an account so you can hit save. If you do finish, which I pretty much have done, and I'm completely finished, my chart looks great, I'm ready to turn it in, so I'm going to go to export right here, and it's going to ask me, how do I want to export this mind map? Well, I want to create a picture image, so I want to do JPEG and hit export for that, and it's going to save it to my downloads. Now, in order to turn this into me, you can't just turn in a JPEG. You have to go to your Google Drive, and you're going to create a document. Let's name this document Arthur Bubble Map. Okay, and I'm going to go right here to insert image. And again, mine probably looks a little bit different than yours, but it should be pretty much the same. I'm going to choose an image to upload. Mine went to my downloads, which is probably where yours goes. And you'll see it says new mind map. Just hit open on that. And it'll upload your mind map to your Google Doc. Make sure that you've got your name on here somewhere. Let's make sure we click our share settings. I'm going to go to get shareable link. We're going to make it so that I can comment. And we're going to copy this link right here. And hit done, and we're going to take that link and put it in Assignment Tracker, and we are finished with the assignment. If you got lost anywhere in that tutorial, please replay this video again. You shouldn't have any problems with this assignment. It should be easy as can be. Enjoy!